Hello, everybody. It's Anna, also known as Boo Bug Bites, and I am here in New York City, ready for my first day of New York Comic Con. I thought it would be a fun idea if I just vlogged how it all went today. My first day in an overseas con. If you don't know, I'm from Australia, and I've literally wanted to come to New York like my entire life, pretty much. And especially to like an American convention, especially New York Comic Con, because I've heard so many amazing things about it. I'm cosplaying as Pauline from Mario, because absolutely love her. Her design is impeccable. I've sort of been cosplaying all the Mario girls this year, like I did Peach and Daisy to Smash Sydney, and I made this whole outfit myself. Tomorrow I'll be cosplaying as Zelda from Twilight Princess, and Sunday is Spider-Gwen, and I made all those myself as well, and it was actually a really stressful experience because my bag got lost at Melbourne Airport. We only just got my luggage back the other night, and I was so scared I wasn't going to get it back in time for New York Comic Con, so I'm glad it's here. I'm just so grateful, and it's really a really weird feeling to have one of your lifelong dreams come true. I'm about to leave the hotel. I'm running a bit late. It always takes me ages to get ready, get everything on, the whole geesh, you know. Hope you all enjoy this vlog, and I'm so excited. And so, with my New York Comic Con tickets in hand, I headed to the Javits Center. I've never seen such a big convention center in my whole life. It was crazy. The fact that it's all glass too was so awesome. It really let in a lot of natural light, which was great for photographs. I ended up getting confused and started waiting in the wrong line for people who hadn't picked up their tickets already, so then I instead headed down the side entrance. And it wasn't nearly as congested as I thought it would be. Upon making it through security, there were all these cool food trucks lined up with anything you could possibly imagine. And then I made it into the convention. Woo! I decided to go up and get a shot of the main entrance, and it was really good because there were two different entrances on either side, so it meant that there wasn't one big congested area, which I thought was really good. And here in the middle were people waiting in line to get their tickets activated. And here, upon entering through one of the main entrances, is sort of the foyer area where a lot of photos were taken. And then I finally made it inside. I had never seen a crowd this big at a convention before in my life. Nor had I ever seen such majestic blow-up statues like these Dragon Ball ones here. This Goku one completely wowed me, and I was in such awe of its sheer scale. Kamehameha! There was also this insane Naruto one. I'm not familiar with Naruto, but it looked awesome. Here were a few of the different stalls in the main expo hall. Here at the Shueisha stall, I ended up getting a free Anya Forger badge, which I'll show at the end of the video. This Tokidoki stall was so freaking adorable, and I loved this cute little Nutella jar. There was this strange Jujutsu Kaisen ball thing, and I still don't know what that was, and then there was the Crunchyroll stall. And then I happened upon the dreaded Genshin Impact stall. Just kidding, I know nothing about Genshin, but I know it has a crazy fan base, and the stall looked awesome. I then came across a plethora of One Piece figurines, and I was so desperate to find anything of Ivankov, my favorite One Piece character, and even with these like hundreds of figures, still nothing, but they were awesome nonetheless. Ivankov, my baby, one day I will get a figure or a plushie of you. There was also this massive figure of Gear 5 Luffy floating above the convention. I don't know why I got a video of his dumpy, but it was a pretty big one. I couldn't help it. There was even this sort of mini stall dedicated to the One Piece live action, showcasing Luffy and Zoro's outfits. There was honestly a lot of One Piece representation at this con. Finally, I took a pit stop for a cheeky Starbucks break, and then I had to make sure everything with my costume was going alright and nothing was falling apart. You know the drill. And then I entered back into the convention. Honestly, I was feeling pretty overwhelmed at this point because, again, never experienced a con of this scale in my entire life. I was feeling very overstimulated, but in a good way. Here was the comics section where I was really hoping to find the New York Comic Con merch stall. Before that though, I came across this thing called the Manga Dive, which was this crazy 3D sensory experience of manga. It was honestly so cool, so interesting. I don't know if I could watch it for more than a minute though, because it was very loud and intense. Finally, I came across the store I wanted to be at the most, the New York Comic Con merch stall. I was desperate to get my hands on some things. And I bought this silver token for $10, which was supposed to get me some mystery stuff. So I went around the side, presented the token. I was so excited for this. I'm not really into gacha, but I just had to get this. He asked me for my shirt size, and I waited in anticipation. Again, I never really do this kind of mystery bag thing, but I had a feeling that the New York Comic Con gods would bestow me with something truly incredible. Finally, I got my hands on it, and I could tell it was gonna be good. I'll reveal what I got at the end of the video. I then came across this crazy Godzilla figure. It was pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And then finally I came across some JoJo stuff. These figures were sick, and the Dio Phantom Blood mask looked crazy. Now, as I was working on my cosplays for New York Comic Con, I became obsessed with Star Trek. So there was this whole stall dedicated to Star Trek and all these different cool clothing items. So I was really geeking out, I can't lie. Like these shirts, like the Beam Me Up Scotty, it's a shame I couldn't buy them there. You had to buy them online, but it was so cool nonetheless. I then ended up at an obligatory pop shop, which had any pop figure you could ever conceive of. It was wild, just a whole wall. And I came across this one character I kept getting mistaken for the entire convention, Carmen Sandiego. So many people thought I was cosplaying her, it was crazy. I then came across this stall which I absolutely loved, featuring all these funny tote bags and these really cool prayer candles. I wish I could have bought one, but I just don't know if it would survive the plane trip back. Otherwise, I definitely would have. And with that, day one of New York Comic Con was officially over with, and I couldn't be happier. It was awesome. Here's how the foyer looked at the end of the day. Definitely a lot quieter than before. I checked to see how my makeup was holding up because I was hoping to take more photos after this, and then I headed back from the convention with my itty bitty Mario bag. And that was New York Comic Con day one. Now it's time for the con haul. I got this massive meat on the bone. I just loved it so much. And this New York Comic Con rat, which is just so fluffy and cute. And this cute little Boo plushie. And here's what I got with the $10 token from the New York Comic Con store. So I got this shirt, this little cute lanyard, these temporary tattoos, and this cool postcard set which featured a few different conventions around America. Now you guys tell me in the comments, do you think this was worth $10? I ended up getting quite a few t-shirts because you can never have too many t-shirts. The first one was from an artist. These ones are obviously from New York Comic Con. They are so cool. I got these little fridge magnets because I really wanted to deck out my fridge, and here's a free badge I got. Now these Astarion and Link posters are so incredible. I can't wait to hang these up. And then I got these Adventure Time and Edgar Allan Poe posters. Now these prints were insane. The camera doesn't do them justice. They are so colorful, and this artist was so talented I had to get the 2 for free deal. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm obsessed with Star Trek, so I had to get these 2 prints, and I got these 2 free stickers from this lovely couple at the store. So pleased with this. Alright, I'm officially back from the first day of New York Comic Con. I am feeling so tired. My god, that was definitely sensory overload. I have never experienced a con that big in my entire life. I don't even think I got to see everything today. I was right, I did in fact miss a whole section. The Artist's Alley. I don't know how I didn't go there the first day, but here's footage from the second day where I did actually end up going. And it was crowded as hell. My god, it was insane in there, but so worth it because there were so many incredible artists. There was definitely a lot of comic book artists here. There was such a big focus on them, as well as normal artists, and yeah, it was great. I think it's time to give my overall thoughts on the convention. It was incredible. I will say though, this was the Thursday and it wasn't completely sold out like some of the other days, and there was still like a massive line for so many of the stores. Typically not used to like having to wait in line for stuff. So that was definitely a bit of a culture shock. I was like, damn, yeah, and people are more than happy to wait long periods of time in these lines. So that was interesting. Overall, I found, you know, the con goers at New York Comic Con to be much the same as I'm used to at Australian cons. I mean, everyone's so nice, so easy to talk to. I still think that conventions are like the best place in the modern world to like, you know, meet people IRL, people who are interested in the same things you are. As for the cosplay part, I gotta say, I didn't see too much of any one character, maybe Makima, but for the most part, there was really like a wide array of fandoms and sort of niche characters being cosplayed, and it was really cool. I was kind of too scared to like talk to a lot of other cosplayers because I really felt like a fish out of water. I really did. Like, I'm so used to seeing all these familiar faces and being with my friends at conventions. I did see some cosplays that I followed online, but I got too scared. I'm like, I know that person, but I don't want to be cringe or something. You know the drill. But yeah, again, I feel like I can't stress enough how nice the people were, how many cool artists there were. There were so many cool stalls. I can't wait to explore more tomorrow. Overall, Pauline was a great success, and I feel very honored and so happy that, you know, a costume that I made myself was so well received. Thank you so much for watching. This is literally my first time doing something like this, so sorry if I came off as a bit awkward. I'm trying my best here. And subscribe because I'll try and make other kinds of videos now. I've always wanted to do makeup tutorials, so thank you again for watching and have a good one.